We intentionally picked a diverse group of people to put on our mural in the hopes that the students will be able to connect with someone, whether they look like them, have the same interests, or have been through similar life struggles, so that they will be able to find strength, resilience, and inspiration to continue to be all in their pursuit of excellence in their own lives.
Kathy Johnson inspires me personally because I really enjoy math, and the fact that she was just so good at it that people compared it to a human computer, I think that's really amazing because she was able to accomplish that and many more amazing things and faced really hard challenges, and that inspires me to keep going and just being all in.
For me, it's Temple Grandin. She inspires me a lot because growing up she had autism and I have cerebral palsy, and it kind of collides together in the same position, and people judge her as she growing up and going to school and things, and that's how it is for me sometimes. I went through the same thing all my years going to school, and you know, she became a big inspiration in our town, our city, our lives for us, and she built things for us, and hopefully one day I'm gonna do it myself, be on top. That's why I gotta be all in.
Coach John Wooden inspires me personally because I'm a basketball player, and almost every single one of my coaches that has coached me has brought up John Wooden and his famed Pyramid of Success. His Pyramid of Success contains a lot about not only just being all in or being a great athlete, but being that outside the court or outside the field of whatever you're doing.
So there's so many figures, but the one that inspired me, that really touched me, was the unknown soldier, because no one knows who they actually are, but all we know is that they fought so hard to basically accomplish their dreams. They fought for their country and they saved us pretty much. They helped save us, and they just fought for their dreams and they worked their hardest to get their dreams.
I really connected with Jim Thornton because he really had a way of putting himself into his work. He wasn't good at school like I am, and he really was good at something else, and that's what he focused on, and he was great. And later he went on to win 2 gold medals in the Olympics, and you know, that just shows just because you're not smart, you can still do great things.
Most of these have something to look up to, but if I had to choose one, it would be Coach Wooden, because of his philosophy on success and failure, mainly on the failure for me. To him, failure is something that you can learn from, that you can change from in order to succeed for the next time. And to me, that is something I can really look up to, because failure is not an option to me. I always try my best to succeed, but when I do fail, it sucks. Like, it's just not great, and I have a hard time getting over it. And when I learned of his philosophy, I thought to myself, like, yeah, I should try to do that. I should try to learn from that failure and change for the better.
For me, it gives me a chance to look at people and use them as examples to be all in and do great things in life. Like me, I want to be in the NBA like Michael Jordan, and he was really determined, and he did everything in his power to get to where he was, and that's why they call him the GOAT. And if not, I have a backup plan for that, to be an accountant, and I'll also be determined to do that too.
It's just, for me, a way of understanding the kind of difficulties that other people go through every day, which means not only historical figures that we look up to, but people that I go to class with and my teachers and stuff like that. It really helps me to empathize with them and think about the kind of struggles that they've had to go through and the way they've overcome them, and how I can also base myself off of their experiences and try my best as well.
The past week for myself, it's meant, as ASB president, I think it's really important to let everyone know that even though we're different, we come from different backgrounds, we have different families, we can all fit together and we can always achieve success. And looking at these figures, we can always think about, they did it too, so why can't we? And it's really inspiring just to look up on their faces and just want to be them too.
Well, the past week's been kind of fun in the fact that I'm a math teacher, and this kind of took me out of that zone a little bit, and I was able to do different lessons with kids that I've never really done before. I had the opportunity to teach 2 characters, and one of them people, I should say. Jim Thorpe, who I knew a lot about, and I knew specifically because of my father when I was a kid. I learned about him and I was able to convey that to kids. The other one was Mrs. Johnson, who was a mathematician, so I was really interested in that. But what was really cool was today, when we were done, I brought my classes down here and I said, well, I know what you learned from me. Now you teach me about these other characters, and there are people on this wall that I know nothing about. And the kids actually taught me, and it's kind of neat when you're a teacher and a kid can teach you something, and we're all learners for life. So I got a lot out of this week. It was a lot of fun, and I felt like it brought the kids together.
So like whenever we pass this mural, it's a reminder that we don't give up. Even with everything going on with COVID or restrictions and all that, it makes it hard to keep going. But with this mural, it's a reminder to not give up, to keep going even in the face of trouble.